They found a ring in this?
I imagine by now that Mason's checked every book, every article of clothing. They've had their hands over everything we own. We may as well open our doors to the public. Burglar one night, police the next.
Mom, please, let's talk about something else.
And Mason being able to burst into our house with his thugs. Not once, but twice. I can't bear it. Lakin, I've never seen that locket before.
Oh, Ted gave it to me for Christmas.
Ah, well.
Did anybody see this ring that Mason took?
I certainly did. When we came home that night, I went right to the police station and demanded it back, but they said they needed it for evidence.
Well, what
Can't imagine why.
What did it look like?
Heavy, a man's ring. It's gold with a black onyx in the center. Who knows where it came from?
Was it small, like a man's pinky ring?
Warren, have you seen that ring before?
Oh, did you ask Dad about this ring?
Well, I didn't think he needed to hear about it Christmas night, have you?
I don't know. It sounds like a ring that Dad used to have. You remember, of course.
I think so.
He said he got it on one of his trips from some foreign country, I think.
Of course, they asked me where Lionel got it, and I couldn't remember. I knew it was something like that. And they think that it has something to do with Sophia Capwell's precious coins. Oh, Mason's going to look like such an idiot. And your father's going to be free as a bird.
Yes. Yes, Inspector. No, I was awake. The DA's office at 11. No, I don't think there's. I don't think there's any way I can make it. Is he there? Yeah. Would you put him on? Veronica's a DA. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's Mason. Yeah, the inspector told me, but I'm afraid that since the Lockridge bail hearing is set for well, yeah, that's my plan. I'll have the new brief up and enter a motion to change our request at the hearing. Yeah. You better be prepared for the shock.
Good morning. How are you?
Cece's coffee, I'll take it.
That's all right, Mrs. DeMott. Thank you. I always take it in myself so that I can see what he'd like for breakfast.
I'll be sure and ask him.
Well, morning is also the time he likes to discuss anything special that needs to be done in the house.
Well, I know what needs to be done, and if you have any questions, ask me.
Rosa, I think it's okay that Gina take the tray this once.
I will tell him that you are ready to make him something delicious. All he has to do is just name it. Okay?
Rosa, I have a dress that I wore at the museum the other day and some other things that I need to have sent out that I'll go up and bring down. Maybe Gina wouldn't mind calling the cleaners for you.
Mrs. DeMott, I don't mean to offend you, but I have been running
Rosa,
this house.
there you are.
Oh, good morning, Cece. I was just about to bring you your coffee.
Oh, thank you. It was very thoughtful. Rosa, these are very important. I want those to go out in the morning mail.
What would you like for breakfast?
Nothing right now. Maybe after I get through that stack of work I've got on my desk.
Thank you, Rosa. That will be all for now. All righty. I think it's time for you to sit down and relax. Come on.
Gina.
Sit down. I don't know if I approve of mornings that start work at 5:30.
I have to look over those revised schedules of the electronics division before 9 o'clock.
Well, I hope you don't mind, because I was up early, too, and I collated those reports and put in what you needed.
Oh, that's wonderful. It'll save me at least an hour.
Well, then we'll have breakfast together, huh?
You know, I have not missed a single meeting or a single appointment since you got here. My days are so organized that by the end of the day, I have so much time left over.
Well, I have to admit, that is my ulterior motive. Cece, I just hope you don't think I'm, oh, I don't know, overstepping my bounds.
Nonsense. You belong here. You would have a place in this household even if you never lifted a finger, which you do. And if I haven't told you that I'm very thankful, it's because it's been so long since I've been so well taken care of.
Oh, well, you thank us every day just by letting us stay.
You know, I don't know what it would be like if you weren't here. You know, I have a feeling that might be reporters.
How do you know?
Because they've been hounding me all over town to get a comment on Lionel's arrest, and I want no part of it.
You duck back into the study, I'll take care of him.
Are you sure?
Oh, trust me, I'll take care of him. Rosa, wait. I'll get the door. Cece and I will have breakfast in the study. I think we'll have omelets. With some of the turkey from last night, and mushrooms would be delightful if you have them.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Clark Griswold from the Santa Barbara Tribune.
Yeah.
I have an appointment with Mr. Capwell this morning.
Oh, no, you don't. I don't know how you got past the gate, but you have exactly 10 seconds to get off of this property.
Okay. But all I need is one comment from Mr. Capwell, or my editor's gonna have my butt.
Do you have a problem? I said no. No comment, no interview, no nothing. If I have to call the security guard, your precious little butt is gonna be in a sling. You got that, buddy? Huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Gotcha. I'm leaving.
Bye. Well, how did I do?
Oh, I don't think he'll be back, if that's what you mean.
Well, you see, you have to get right down to their level.
Oh, yeah. I think you did that part just fine.
Nice ring. May I see it?
Oh, no, I'm afraid it's top secret. Did you, think it was another Christmas present?
No.
This present looks wonderful on you.
Thank you.
You know, I'm still somewhat in a giving mood. Is there anything you'd like right now that you can think of?
Don't you have to go? I heard you say on the phone you had a brief to prepare.
Yeah, that's for the Lockridge hearing. That's hours away.
Oh, well, there's a typewriter here in the suite. I could help you with it if it's important.
You'd be a lot more helpful staying right where you are.
I really have to be in the office this morning.
Who says? Eden?
Well, she does want me to be there when she's not. And I have taken all of my vacation days.
Don't worry about Eden. I'll fix that.
Mason, she's tough. You don't know. I'm gonna take a shower.
What I'm saying is that it's come to my attention that you and Pamela Pepperidge...
My mother's name is Capwell. Same as yours.
Which, you're not real Capwells, either of you. If you were, you wouldn't stoop to what you're doing. Or at least you would be smart enough not to get caught. Oh, I know all about it, Mason, and I'm going to make very sure you never pull it off.
What is it that you think you know?
What everyone will know before long? That you're a liar and a sneak and an opportunist. The rest was self-evident.
Where did you get that ring? Well, it doesn't matter now. The ring wasn't found on Channing's body. And now it's turned up at Lionel's. That's perfect. He couldn't be in it any deeper.
Warren, will you please stop pacing like that? Look, the worst is over. There'll be the hearing, then Daddy will be home. Then there'll be the trial, which probably won't last longer than a day.
Well, have you got your head in the sand, huh?
What? Look, I know I'm no lawyer, but even I know that in order to prove that somebody stole something when they say that they didn't, there has to be some motive. And what would Daddy want with a bunch of old coins that belong to Mrs. Capwell?
They must think they have some reason, otherwise they wouldn't have made the arrest.
Is there a reason? Warren, if you stole the coins like everybody said, why did you want them?
Blake and I gotta go, okay?
Bacon? Oh,
Oh, good. You're dressed. Now, listen, you two, I need some help from you. I'm going down to the bail bondsman in case Mason persuades the judge to set some exorbitant sum and we have to raise cash quickly. And I want one of you to go to the museum.
I'll go. But
good.
what do you want me to do?
Darling, I want you to talk to the guards and tell them not to leave that room for a minute. Where are you going? I want you here.
Mom, I've got...
Listen, Warren, I want somebody in this house at all times. You never know when Mason's going to make one of his guerrilla raids on our personal property.
Well, he can't go. He has to go to the hearing today.
Oh, that's right. All right, so Mix will stay here.
Mom, I'm sorry, I just can't stay, okay?
Where are you going?
I have to go see Dad.
Warren, we all want to see your father, but he'll be home this afternoon. I think it's
Look, by
much
then it might be too late, okay?
What did he mean by that?
I don't know.
Mom, I think there's something very important Warren knows that he's not telling us.
1 minute he says he's told me everything, and the next minute he does something that frightens me.
Explain it, all right? The clippings, I don't know anything about. The coins, well, that's impossible.
Daddy, they found them in your briefcase.
What are you talking about? According to Lakin, Mason, and the police found them in our house. I did, I swear. Every last one. It must have been some other coins. It couldn't have been the Capwell coins. It's physically impossible.
Well, Ted was there. He heard. Ted, come here.
It's a prosecutor's dream.
Tell
An
him
anonymous
everything
witness who
that's going
carries
to
a video camera.
All right, Mason had a list of the ones stolen. Now, the ones in your attaché case, well, they...
Well, hello, Theodore.
Well, I figured you'd be here at the hotel. You, got a minute?
Hey, as a matter of fact, I'm very busy, Ted.
Doing what? Watching the news and seeing how many times they'll mention your name?
I suppose you want something, Ted. That's the only reason members of the family come by to see me these days.
Yeah, I want to know what's going to happen to Lakin's father.
You know, I can't discuss that.
I'm not the public, I'm your brother, Mason. Besides, the public doesn't know that Mr. Lockridge didn't take those coins.
Are you here as an emissary from the Lockridge clan?
Warren took them. Ask Kelly, ask Joe.
Calm down, Ted.
No, listen here. Now, you should just let Mr. Lockridge go. I mean, shouldn't you?
It's much more complicated than that.
Look, Mason, I love Lakin, and I want to know what's going to happen at that hearing. I mean, I know what should happen. You should just say you made a mistake and you'll drop the charges. Knowing you, you'll...
Ted, let's just say that the evidence will speak for itself.
What evidence? You've got more evidence? What do you have? I want to know.
Sorry, Ted. Excuse me.
You know, it just doesn't make any sense. You hate your own family and you hate the Lockridges too. Is there anybody you don't hate?
Nobody you know. Ted.
What?
Keep Lakin away from that hearing today.
Oh, so you are going to prosecute him?
That's all I'm going to say, okay? Now, you think what you want, Ted, but I'm not out to get you. I've always felt like you had promise, potential to somehow become your own person, in spite of that snake pit we call home. But you be careful, huh? Men in this family only have two ways to go. Either you wind up a pathological egomaniac like Channing and Dad, or you wind up like me, holed up somewhere by yourself, licking your wounds, only seeing members of the family when they want something from you.
Well, I'm not like you, Mason. I'm not like Dad either. I'll probably never be as good as Channing was, but I'm certainly not worried about how I'm going to turn out. You know, all these things that you guys fight about, they're not important to me. That's because I've got one thing that's going to keep me on track. That's Lakin.
After today, I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Mrs. Lockridge.
Oh, no. No, no. You're not coming in here.
Hey, look, I have to see Lakin.
How can you even show your face here?
Hey, I don't like what's happening any better than you do.
Why don't you and your family leave us alone?
Hey, I'm not the one who put your husband in jail. Now call Lakin. Let her decide whether she wants to see me or not.
This is my home.
Hey, we had a deal, remember? If Lakin and I can't see each other in Santa Barbara, then we'll go someplace else. Now, we've done this before, and we'll do it again if we have to.
Mom, do you know where Dad, what are you doing here?
Lakin, I want you to ask him to leave.
No, it's okay. We're both
Why?
going.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Lakin, I thought we could go take the boat out to Santa Cruz, huh?
Dad, I can't this morning. It's the hearing.
Why do you have to go there, huh? You don't want to go there.
What are you talking about? Of course I do.
Now, look, it's just going to be a bunch of legal stuff.
And this is the boy you told me was so sympathetic.
Mom, please, can you give us a few minutes?
I
Please?
want you to be at that hearing next to Warren and by my side and not with the enemy.
Don't say things like that. He's not the enemy. Look, I'm not going to hold against Ted what Mason is doing to Daddy.
Mrs. Lockridge, I don't believe Mr. Lockridge did anything wrong. Now, I don't care about those damn coins and what you found in that book or what you didn't find. I love Lakin. That's it. That's all that matters to me, okay?
Can you understand that? Look, this is really hard for us, too. I'm not the enemy. I'm your daughter.
One thing that I've learned, one very difficult and important thing I've learned in my life, is that a person has to learn whom to stand by when things are coming apart. Nobody can afford more than one loyalty. And my loyalty is to your father.
Well, I gave everybody today and tomorrow off. I didn't want them calling me Miss Scrooge.
January production schedule for the refineries division.
I wish I could take the rest of the week off.
What's stopping you?
Management bonus recommendations.
Management bonus recommendations, for one thing.
Oh, and the annual report to the stockholders.
Any more questions? Thank you, Gina.
Such efficiency.
Yes, isn't she something?
Yeah, just like a home computer.
Well, I wish. It would take an army of secretaries to keep up with your father.
Well, you're not going to do all this hard work for nothing. How about dinner tonight?
I'd love it. It's a date. Now, don't you work too hard.
All right.
Bye.
The house has sure changed since Gina moved in.
That's true. You know, it's as if Gina and Brandon have gone from being guests to being almost part of the family overnight.
Have I noticed a little spring in your step?
Well, it's kind of nice to have an adult in the house when you come home.
What am I?
Well, I mean another adult other than my daughter. And it's kind of nice having a kid running around again.
A kid? I thought you were through with kids with runny noses. I thought you grew out of that.
Well, that's a hard habit to break, I guess.
What do you really know about Gina, anyway?
Well, I know she's attentive and very industrious.
No, I mean, besides that, I mean, when she walked in here, I mean, all we know is that she married Stockman 7 years ago. I mean, what do you know besides that?
I don't know. I don't need to know. All I need to know is the kind of person she is.
Yeah, but I mean, what kind of school did she go to, and where was she born? I mean, all of that stuff. I mean, she wasn't raised in a convent. I mean, we know that.
Eden, you surprise me. It's as if you're asking for a pedigree.
Well, I'm only doing what you do when I bring home dates.
Oh, well, I thought you under 30s didn't care about such things.
Look, Dad, you may be the wisest and strongest and handsomest man I know. But sad to say, until recently, I did not know that you were not infallible.
Oh, that must have come as quite a shock. I hope I never find out.
I mean, Santana.
Well, you are right about that point.
Look, Dad, in my own opinion, there are maybe 4 women in the world that are perfect for you, and Mother Teresa lives too far away. Gina DeMont is one of the other 3. I will be the first to start spreading rumors about you.
Oh, don't you have to be someplace?
No, I don't, not just yet. You're not going to miss Lionel's hearing, are you?
I certainly am. I'd rather spend the morning on a bed of nails. And I think the less any of us get involved in that situation, the better off we are.
I think I want to see him fall. I want to hear the sound when he hits rock bottom.
Oh, Lionel, yes.
Merry Christmas.
Are you all right?
Yeah, never better. This is the life for me. Mother always said I'd end up here. Does Mason know you're here?
No, and he can't.
You know, I swore I would never lie or do anything to make him distrust me again. And then this morning...
Then don't. Then don't. I'm serious. No. I know he means a lot to you, and I've already done this to you once too often.
But Lionel, something's wrong.
Now, I mean it. Go. There's nothing you can do now. I mean, as of this afternoon, I'm going to be out of here. So
Oh, really? And what if you're not?
Veronica, I know what Mason has to say, and heck, that's nothing. This hearing's going to be like shooing off a fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. But there's more. There's some things you don't know about.
What things?
Well, I'm not sure exactly myself, but I do know that he's got more than just those coins to go in that hearing with today. This morning, in his briefcase, I saw a ring.
Well, that has nothing to do with me.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think it does. Not only that, he got a call from the DA, and they talked about making a new brief.
Veronica, what are you doing here?
Ted, please. Don't ask me again. I can't go anywhere else except for my father's hearing today.
Okay. I don't mean to give you a hard time.
No, it's not that. It's just... sometimes I wish we could both just get away and be together. Things would be so nice.
Well, it's going to be that way next year. We're going to be away at college, and, well, we won't have to answer to anybody for when we can come or go, or how often we can see each other.
What if your father makes you go to Harvard?
Hey, just because my dad made me apply doesn't...
Come on, you know that's what he wants. He went there, Mason went there, your grandfather...
Look, you know I'm going to be able to deal with that. I mean, first of all, my grades, they're going to be terrible. I mean, my permanent record's going to look like somebody's stuttering. Do you know what I mean? So, you gonna mind being married to someone dumber than you?
Dad, come
on. All right. I guess somebody's got to be smarter. Might as well be you. You know, you'll probably end up being this big old $1 million career woman. Part-time model and part-time lawyer.
And my dad always said I should be a lawyer, because I argue so much.
Who, you?
Actually, I wouldn't mind being a lawyer. I mean, there's so much injustice in this world. I could help the people that have been gypped out of their money, that have been accused for things that they didn't do.
Look, yeah, I'll probably get fired for something different every month. So, maybe I'll stay home with the kids.
It's important for kids to be with their father. If we go traveling, maybe we could take our kids with us, huh?
Yeah. And since I'm out of work, I'll stay home with the kids and dress them up and we'll have little Theodore Jr. and we'll have little Lakin Jr.
Oh, and how about a little
3?
We have to have a cute little Minx.
4?
Well,
no!
Yes, if you're not working, you won't have anything else to do.
Oh, sorry.
You know, my father, he wasn't always the perfect father. I mean, there's so many times when I really needed him, and he was either away traveling or too involved he didn't even notice. And he always loved me. He always has so much faith in what I could do. Sometimes when he really needed someone, he would come to me like we were equals. Ted, I have to go.
I know. I'm just afraid. I mean, I don't want what happens between all of them change what we have between us.
Don't worry, it won't. Promise.
Oh, I should have known I couldn't trust you. What did you do? Did you call him up after you called me?
Nobody called me. What are you talking about?
Oh, then you turned down the money just from the goodness of your heart, huh? You know how to pick your friends, don't you, Mason?
What is he talking about?
The lady just turned down $20,000. For all I was asking for was a little information. Anything I could get on you to help me get even. You're still going to have to watch her, Mason knows, because she's pretty gullible. I called and told her that I wanted some dirt on you while she just came running. Heck, she didn't even know that what I really wanted was to get some. In fact, a few more minutes, heck, I might have gotten $20,000 out of her.
Mason, look, I know that I said I was going to the office, and I had every...
Mr. Lockwood's son is here to see him, sir.
All right. Wait for me outside, Veronica.
Sure.
Don't leave until I talk to you.
I won't.
Bring him in. Don't try anything like that again.
There isn't anybody left to try with, is there, Mason? Guess she's about the only friend you have in the world, which is probably just because she doesn't know you too well yet. Then?
Morning, Warren. Take a good look around. I figure it won't be too long before you're sitting on the other side of that table.
But I'd like to talk to my father.
Fine. I'm sure you two have a lot to talk about. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'm the one who should...
Yes, should have told me, but you were doing it for me. Can you forgive me for doubting you? Now, look, Veronica, I know I may have a peculiar code of ethics, but for me that's a cardinal sin. Doubting somebody that's been loyal to you. That's what caused the break between my father and me. I've hurt you, haven't I? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. I know how it feels. Won't ever happen again.
Mason, just let it go.
Let me make it up to you tonight, huh?
I can't tonight.
Look, we'll make it a celebration. Looks like it's going to be a big day for me.
Mason, I really can't. I have plans.
Cancel. Be with me. They said there was a phone call for me. Thanks. Yes, this is Mason Capwell.
Did you get the videotape?
Who is this?
Did you get the tape I left you?
Yes, I did. It was very helpful.
That's all I wanted to know.
Wait, don't hang up. I owe you, whoever you are.
What about the clippings and the coins?
You know her. You're working together. You and the woman who told me to look for the coins.
Look, now don't hang up, please. It doesn't matter who you are.
She said she was the Lockridge's gardener, but she must have known we'd find out otherwise.
She just wants to see justice done like me.
Well, then help me. The clippings, the coins, the tapes, those are good, solid evidence, but I need more. Lockridge is very slippery. There's always a chance he could explain those things away.
No.
Look, I need to know what you know, both of you. I need to talk to you, her especially.
I think she knew what those coins meant. She's gone. She was too frightened.
Well, you alone then. I can protect you. I can give you a whole new identity and give you enough money to start over somewhere else. Look, now, I've got a meeting in 10 minutes and then a hearing after that, but I could talk to you after those.
No, I can't.
You must have enough to put Lionel away forever now. They have to.
So it was an accident?
I did kill Sophia, but it was not murder. You don't believe me, huh?
You're the only one that knows whether or not you're telling the truth. I mean, accident, murder, the only difference is what was going on in your head at the time. There's nothing you can show me, and certainly nothing you can prove.
I did not want her dead.
Okay, so maybe I believe you. But you can't read my mind, so maybe that makes us even.
Warren, I think I can prove it to you, but I know it's gonna hurt.
So go ahead.
I loved Sophia the way I never loved another woman.
So why didn't you marry her, huh?
Because I was married to your mother.
Even when you first met?
That's right. We were newlyweds.
But you just gotten together with Mother, and yet you took up with her.
I said this was gonna hurt. Your mother went off to Europe. She left with her mother. She went for months. I was alone. We'd had an argument. I wanted to start a family. I was ready. She wasn't. She had a lifestyle. Parties, traveling. She just couldn't change into the kind of woman that I thought I wanted at the time. So I waited. I waited because I loved her.
And did you love her?
Of course. She was my life. When I chose her, I was choosing the life that I wanted. So Sophia could never have been like that. She was different. She was outside. I never, ever thought that she would affect my life the way she did.
So where did you meet her?
She had a bit part in a Hollywood film, one of those jungle epics. I was called in as a consultant. Make it anthropologically accurate.
Did she know you were married?
Not for a long time. But when she found out, she was furious. Oh. She stopped seeing me, and she knew I hated C.C. Capwell, so she went after him. Yeah, he and Pamela had separated, and he was vulnerable. The timing was perfect. The truth is that she married C.C. Capwell because she knew it was the best way to get back at me. But she was unhappy. I blame C.C. for a lot of things, but not for that. Sophia would have been miserable no matter whom she would have married.
So she started seeing you again? Yeah. That must have been sweet. C.C.'s wife?
We saw each other off and on for years. Till that day on the boat. I knew it was coming. I knew what she had to tell me was coming. But I didn't want to face it. I was holding her. And I was shaking. I was begging her not to leave me. And she fell overboard. And I fell back and I bumped my head on something. Everything went blue. And by the time I came to, I realized that the boat had been circling and circling. And we'd hit something. And it was Sophia.
I never knew you before. I guess I thought you were just my father. I made a mistake.
Warren, I thought she was apart from everything. I thought she would never, ever touch the rest of my life. You and Lakin and Augusta. I never thought it would reach the rest of it. Now it's ruined all of us, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't.
Well, it's ruined you and me, at least, isn't it?
No, it hasn't.
I am not a murderer, Warren.
I know. I know that now, Dad. I'm glad I took those coins. I'd do it again. What I mean is, I love you, Dad.
After you.
Oh, no. You're the matron of honor.
You just couldn't resist coming down here to gloat, could you?
I don't take pleasure in other people's misfortunes, Augusta. Only yours.
Our only misfortune is that your family never runs out of ways to be malicious.
Ah, Lionel called us thieves and muckrakers on national television. Surely you don't begrudge me the fact of coming down here and watching him swallow some of his own medicine?
Just that you enjoy it so damned much. Don't you?
Let's do it again.
Whatever happens, whatever anybody says,
I know.
that's them. That's separate.
Don't worry, Ted. I'm not.
I love you.
Things you know about me, my boy, you could walk right out of here and I wouldn't blame you.
Hey, I didn't, Dad. I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Look, it's 11:30. They'll be coming for you soon. I wish I knew what Mason thought he had on you.
It's not Mason. Somebody else. Pulling the strings. He's just moving along with the tide.
Yeah, but who is it?
Some guy who broke into the house. The same guy who planted those coins in my briefcase. That's why nothing was missing in the house. Somebody who knew Sophia, but who?
Did she ever mention anybody?
No. No, but there were two people. There still are somewhere. A man with a beard and a woman.
Yeah, but the ring, Dad. How did Channing get it, huh?
From me. I'll tell you about it. He had asked me to come to see him. It was the day of the big party. I was totally surprised.
What, you went to see him?
Yes.
Now give me the ring. I want it. Belonged to my mother, and I want it.
What makes you think that?
Look, not everybody's as big a fool as my father. I'd give it to me.
Why do you want it?
I'd say sentimental reasons.
The ring is mine.
Look, when people die, Lionel, they leave a lot of things behind. Like children, for instance, who find other things like jeweler's receipts with instructions to engrave 2 pairs of initials.
You're bluffing.
She was through with you, Lionel. You weren't man enough to keep her happy. And she would have asked for the ring back herself if you wouldn't have murdered her first.
It's not true. I loved her.
Well, we'll let everybody judge that this afternoon. Unless you give the ring back. Now give it to me.
Take it!
How'd you do it, Lionel? Did you hold her under? Did you snap her neck? Or did you just wrap your hands around her throat and help her from
I did not murder Sophia!
You're lying. This may be just all I need to prove it. This afternoon, my mother's murder will be avenged.
My God. I saw Channing right after that. He showed me the ring and told me what he was going to tell the reporters.
He told you that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
He never lived to make his triumphal announcement, did he?
No. But they found the ring in our house, Dad.
Yeah.
Mr. Lockridge, we're here to take you to the hearing, sir.
Are any of the Catwells here besides Eden? I don't want to give them the satisfaction of turning around.
Only Ted.
Well, if he had to come, I'm glad he's sitting with us.
What happened to the bed of nails?
You were right. This affects all of us. If there's some testimony that's going to be read, I want to hear what excuses Lionel is going to give for having those coins firsthand and not read it in the paper when it's too late to do anything about it.
Oh, do you think Mason's going to get him to tell the truth?
I don't think the truth is anything Mason can recognize any longer. I suppose your brother is proving something sitting over there in the enemy camp?
Well, I think he's proving something to Lakin, maybe. I always thought you weren't going to make it. How's your father?
Sorry, late.
Did you tell him that the police came last night and found that ring?
Yeah, I did.
All rise. District 11, ticket number 5075. The Court of the State of California, the Honorable Stephen Scribner presiding. Please be seated.
This is a preliminary hearing in the matter of recognizance and sureties of bail for the detainee Lionel Lockridge.
Where's Mason?
Both the prosecutor, Mr. Capwell, counsel for the defense, have submitted briefs detaining considerations to be weighed before bail is fixed. And I am ready to make a determination if there is no further statements.
None, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Mr. Capwell, you're late.
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but recent developments in the investigation have made necessary a change in our request. If I may approach the bench and submit this new brief, I think those reasons will become clear.
Let me see it.
Your Honor, the defense is unaware of any such recent developments, and we would like a recess to prepare a response.
If I may address the hearing, Your Honor, I think I can summarize any pertinent changes for counsel.
Due process requires a speedy assessment of bail, Mr. Simpson. Request denied. Proceed, Mr. Capwell.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you will see by that file, the District Attorney's Office has uncovered new and significant evidence. In light of this evidence, I have just filed a new charge against Mr. Lockridge. Murder in the first degree. We therefore request that Mr. Lockridge's bail be set in the amount of $5 million.
Oh, you can't be serious. Leave this.
Damn.
Just go in.